review for Zach Cregger's new horror masterpiece, Weapons.
Maybe we'll see. You have to find out.
We'll have to see.
What?
Are either one of these any good?
I don't watch movies.
You twins?
Nah, we cousins.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
Well, that was a metaphor, okay? You know, Max, sometimes I'm just riffing. Would you allow me to riff? As the leader, can I riff? Can I riff? Yes.
We're back with another episode. I'm Jake,
I'm Nate.
and this is the Film Riff podcast.
Yeah. A little bit of a slower week, but we got some good trailers.
We do. We got
Get
some
decent movie news.
kind of deep cut trailers, but
Yeah, I think coming off the end of the summer, Weapons was kind of the last big movie
weapons.
for a while, but I think we just got a lot of more like kind of smaller action movies and indies coming for the rest of the year.
For sure.
But I mean, we're ready for Oscar season.
Yeah, man. I guess it is coming up, man.
It is.
Time is flying.
Yeah, I mean, starting in October, it's kind of all those movies are starting to, ramp up through January.
So, what do you want to? You want to start it off?
I'll let you tee this one up actually, because this is your guy.
Okay.
This is your guy.
Stavy, baby.
Stavros Halkias.
He's in a new movie, A24 Anthony Bourdain biopic.
Yeah, called Tony. I'm so hyped for this.
Hey, Tony.
I'm a huge Anthony Bourdain fan. Grew up kind of catching episodes of Parts Unknown. Recently, started reading a couple of his biographies, read Kitchen Confidential. But I'm just a huge Anthony Bourdain fan.
I didn't know you were big into him until you were like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like when I showed you that, or we talked about it.
Yeah,
like,
dude. I just think he's such a cool guy. I mean, was before, he committed suicide. I mean, I think it was around the same time as Robin Williams, or kind of that.
Was it?
I think it was very, very close.
Dang.
But yeah, dude, tragic death, huge loss for the industry. But, he was just like the way he did, TV, food, explored culture, tried to spread awareness to all these different countries and cultures for people to kind of dive into.
And jujitsu.
He
was big. Like he would compete. He would show up and actually compete like a small tournament,
Yeah.
which is fucking cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, super cool guy, super eclectic, and I think he's somebody who's like making a biography over this guy. I think is something that can work very well, and then knowing that A24 is behind it, huge deal. And I don't know if you know this, he's been cast already as Dominic Sessa.
Who's that?
He was the kid in The Holdovers.
Oh,
a
really?
couple of years ago. Dominic Sessa proved himself to be, one of the big up and coming actors in The Holdovers. But I will say his most recent credit is Now You See Me 3. Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Yeah, what was that? I know. I feel like I saw that movie.
Have you never seen one of the Now You See Me movies?
Nah, I don't know.
With Jesse Eisenberg, Dave Franco, Morgan Freeman, Mark Ruffalo.
I know what you're talking about now, but no, I haven't seen it.
Really? Okay. The first one's really fun, kind of goofy action comedy, or not comedy, but action drama comedy, whatever. And then second one's a little bit of a dip in quality, but still super fun movie. It's it's like the go-to magician movie.
Okay.
Or the fun magician movie,
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, we did.
You're like, you don't know the magician movie?
You don't know the magician movie?
I was like, no.
The quintessential magician movie?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird to see him pop up in the new Now You See Me, and then he's going to do kind of a biopic, potentially Oscar.
He just works, man. He just seems like he'll take.
Yeah, he's getting a wide variety of movies. Mm-hmm. It's kind of dipping his toe in there.
Because he had Oscar contentions in The Holdovers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people were. He didn't end up getting nominated, I don't think, but people were kind of buying for him to get nominated in a supporting actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. So he's playing Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But if you look at it, it kind of
he's gonna have to cook. Really? Because I was thinking the opposite. I was like, I don't see it, but
he's kind of just got the kind of long, lanky face structure, kind of body type. He fits. If they make him look like him, it'd be perfect.
What's the guy from Sons of Anarchy? Was it Perlman?
Yeah,
He
Ron
kind of
Perlman.
gives me. He kind of.
He's too. He's too specific looking, bro. Like he looks.
You don't think he kind of looks like him in a way, like the gray hair, the.
Yeah, but Ron Perlman's too much like a.
I know. You would see too much Raw's. He's not. He ain't gonna be able to cook at that level.
Yeah, he's Hellboy. Come on.
Exactly.
He's
yeah.
Hellboy.
He's the bad guy in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, is he really? Is he the bad guy in that show?
Well, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe at times.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's an anti-hero.
Yeah. Sorry, the show's been over 20 years. I don't want to spoil it because you thought about maybe watching it.
Yeah, I am thinking about it.
No, he's just one of the
You
guys.
sold me on last week's bonus episode. So
Oh, really?
a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much. No.
Check out the bonus episode. Came out Tuesday.
Yeah. Shout out to ourselves.
Yeah.
No. But I'm like I said, like huge Anthony Bourdain fan. So hoping this one's a good one. Stavros being in it is kind of funny.
And it's an A24 biopic.
I don't know if they've made a biopic yet. Have they? I can't think of one off the top of my
Well, we
head.
got 2 coming out.
For what? A20. What's the other A24 biopic?
Smashing Machines, Marty Supreme.
Oh yeah.
And then we also had Ironclaw. I don't know if you count that as a biopic. Yeah.
Oh, definitely is.
Yeah,
Definitely is.
Ironclaw.
Okay, yeah, they've done a couple.
Yeah.
But they've all been good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could trust it.
I
if
could
they-
see them like these new ones being really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess the problem with the biopic or the modern biopic is like when you give them to these big studios.
Oh, yeah.
it's
Oscar
kind of like
baited.
they're going super Oscar baity, going super
mainstream.
mainstream, trying to cover their whole life.
Well, it's like you've seen one, you've seen them all. Like we're about to see the same Bob Dylan,
Yeah,
Bruce Springsteen,
yeah.
same shit we've seen.
Yeah,
But it works.
But I guess it's kind of cool to see, like, I don't even know if I can consider A24 an indie studio anymore because they're so huge now.
Well, yeah.
They still.
But their
like,
budgets are
they keep
low.
They keep indie sentimentality
Yes.
or indie sentiments. Yeah, but like giving a biopic to an indie studio or like an indie director, I think that's where you kind of like you can explore the character, like quote unquote character / real person, so much more intimately. So I think it's like seeing that it's done by A24, kind of maybe exploring like the psyche of.
Well, there's no studio notes really. They kind of just let the guy. They trust who they hire. Like work, go to town.
Yeah, and they can just be more intimate, like with the budget and everything. Yeah, so it's like you got to be more artistic with it. So
You let the artists make art. You don't got like fucking executives jumping in being like, well, actually, if you add this part,
we're gonna
it's
win
good
an
for
Oscar
business.
with this one.
And we done the stats say if you mention this word 1,000 times, more people are more likely to pay attention more.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm with you. 824 biopic seated,
Yeah,
especially someone like Anthony Bourdain.
definitely. Yeah, but I guess keeping with A24 news.
I was like, yeah, I saw that.
Keeping with A24 news, we got a Crystal Lake TV series just started filming. That's crazy to me. For anybody who doesn't know, Crystal Lake is the main place where the Friday the 13th movies like take place in. So
The origin story.
yeah, the origin story. Crystal Lake. Weird, man. I don't. When I think of Friday the 13th, I don't think of like
824.
A24.
Not
Like
at
I
all.
think of like schlocky slasher horror genre from like the 80s.
But they're jumping in that world, it seems like, because apparently they're getting Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, they're in the works on that too.
They seem like to be the highest potential.
Yeah, kind of taking their spin on all the like the low budget horrors from the 80s, 70s.
Yeah, finally, because like typically when people redo these IPs, they're ass. But
Yeah, I don't know. I just think of the newest Friday the 13th movie from like early 2000s. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's got Jared Padalecki from Supernatural
no,
and Danielle Panabaker from Sky High.
I didn't know they did a reboot back
Yeah,
then.
it's ass.
Yeah,
so
they all.
bad.
I mean, even the ones that weren't like reboots, the ones that were part of the fucking story
Yeah.
were ass.
Yeah.
Jason versus Freddy, which I kind of like that one.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying like Friday the 13th. I mean, they tried to reboot it once. It's just not great.
It's IP
And
trap.
It's IP trap. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of doing a series set in Crystal Lake. I don't even really know what it's directly focused on, but I would assume they'd be using either Jason or Jason's mom, who is, spoiler alert, the main killer of the first movie.
Yeah, the only one. Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that she's the main killer in.
If you watch Scream, you know that fact.
Yeah.
It's one of the questions that gets the girl killed in the.
Yeah. Who's the main killer?
Yeah. It's Jason.
Jason. It's Jason's mom, bitch.
Yeah.
It's so, dude, the scream voice is always so aggressive. It's like, you stupid bitch.
It
It's just
gets
like,
all mad.
It's like, oh, god damn, chill.
Like an incel getting mad at.
yeah, literally, it's like a film incel.
Yeah, you'll laugh now, won't you?
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. Apparently, a prequel to the slasher films, and it's all the events leading up to the murder of Jason.
Okay, the prequel to what again?
The prequel to the OG movie. And it's like the events leading up to Jason drowning and how
That's
the
going to be a
mom
weird
and-
A24 movie. I can already see
yeah,
that.
and how the mom ends up becoming like the serial killer that starts off all the events.
Ooh, love an origin story.
That might be kind of good. I could see like totally like 70s vibe in a camp, like really kind of doing like embracing like old school film style.
Kind of like X. How X
Yeah,
was.
kind of X-y a little bit. Yeah, I could totally see that.
Also, I know you hate this movie, but I liked it. I could see them going in the origin story vibes of what Rob Zombie did with Halloween.
Fuck off. Those movies are so bad.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though. Like you see like the bad family. He's like a weird psycho kid that murders like a.
Yeah, but no, don't even compare it to that, bro. I don't even want to hear that.
I don't think it's gonna be on
because
that same
That's
filmmaking
garbage, trash film. Rob Zombie sucks. I hate him. I'm just kidding.
We are
But-
very. That's one of my favorite Halloweens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll die on that
You
hill,
and
brother.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
You and your papa.
Yeah, no. My dad is. Like
I know.
He liked the new ones too.
We talk about it.
Yeah,
we were like,
it's
yeah, dude.
so bad.
Fuck everyone that hates this
I don't
movie.
even know how you could even begin comparing that to the OG.
You just gotta look past the OG's goated. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, it's up there. It's good.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for an origin story.
yeah. I don't know. Are you a big Friday the 13th fan?
Oh, I'm not like Die Hard.
Really?
I liked Halloween better. That was like mine slasher.
Yeah. I mean, the original Halloween, like John Carpenter. I mean, it's just like.
But he's my second.
It's so good, so iconic. I would say like it's weird for me because I like Halloween more, but for me, Friday the 13th was like my first introduction to slasher films because my dad's a big Friday the 13th fan. Like that's probably his favorite.
I think Nightmare on Elm Street. Would you say that's his favorite? Or would you
No,
say Friday
no,
the 13th?
definitely Friday the 13th. Because my dad would come outside my door at night and he'd be like, chee, chee, dude, and I'd be like, oh, fuck, no. Yeah, but no, I'm a fan of Friday the 13th, but I'm also aware enough to say that those movies aren't fantastic. But chapter 1 and 2 are the best of the bunch. But they're just schlocky slasher horror, like teen sex.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just like,
No, it's exactly.
yeah, but it hits a niche now that I don't think's really there anymore. Because I think if they embrace the horror of it and kind of like this true slasher sentiments, I think it'd be good. Because now I feel like slashers have started to veer more into like kind of comedic style, and the only one that's really kind of tried to bring it back was X. I feel like
Terrifier. Well, I guess that's a whole different.
yeah,
genre.
Terrifier is a whole different genre. Exploitation, gross
It's
out.
gore porn.
Gore porn.
You're right.
Yeah, but I
X.
feel like X kind of brought maybe that back a little bit because I mean now you have like, the Scream series came back.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I guess original IP. They're just
Yeah,
redoing the
original
franchise.
Yeah, I mean this is an IP too, but I think they'll take more of an artistic approach to it and like try to find a different lane.
They tried with Halloween as well. Then.
Yeah, but Halloween they made those movies more like funny.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But this is A24, so we know they're going to be fucking. It's gonna be
trying to
weird.
cook. They're gonna be trying to cook, like get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like the best case scenario for the Friday the 13th franchise because I think it's been like corny, schlocky, teen shit, whatever. Especially with that reboot. So I think maybe A24 taking the reins. It might be. I know. I don't want to keep blowing A24 constantly, but like. I think that's the
They earned it.
Yeah,
they earned a
they've
nice
earned it.
little blowjob.
They've earned it. They've earned it. But no. I think them handling this IP is the best thing that could possibly happen because they'll bring it back to a better place. Because I think the way that Friday the 13th is seen in like the public eye, I think is like really bad. Like really shitty, schlocky, dumb.
Yeah.
I think they can turn it back into a worthwhile IP.
Yeah, hey, if anyone can, it's them. They're probably the only ones that I wouldn't even put Neon in that because I could see them being goofy with it.
Yeah, right. Maybe.
Yeah, or just not enough.
Not embracing it enough. Yeah.
No, that's badass. I'm excited for it. There's no like date or anything, right? We're assuming maybe next year.
Yeah,
Bro,
probably next
Could
year.
you imagine October next year?
Oh,
Come
I
on.
love it. I love it. I'm a big like AMC guy in October. New different horror movie every night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
I
It's just
know.
the best feeling.
It's like Hallmark for like how people are with Christmas.
Yes, yeah.
That's how we are with like
horror.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
I wanted to mention this before I forget. We were mentioning like our favorite kind of slashers.
Yeah.
I think Chucky is my all-time
Yeah,
favorite.
that's wild.
It's because I just, as a kid, that was like the first. I just loved him.
That was the one.
I thought it was so good.
Yeah, I'm like,
He was like, nah, you like always cussing and shit.
yeah, you motherfucker.
You fucking bitch. You know, he's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
get over here, you fuck. I saw like Scorpion.
Dude, just horrible. Yeah, just.
Do I do it, Dimbala?
Yeah. Dude, yeah. The first Chucky, I like the first Chucky. I'm not a huge Child's Play fan though.
I love him, dude.
Yeah.
Love him.
I don't know. I guess the last piece of news I really wanted to talk about was Fallout Season 2 officially coming out in December. I know I'm going off script a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, just
when,
saw
when
it.
is it?
December
Of
this year.
fuck, let's go.
Yeah, they just dropped a poster for it. So
What's the girl's name?
the actress name? Ella Purnell. Oh, Ella Purnell, not Parnell. Purnell.
I thought.
No, dude, I like her. She's like up and coming. I've been seeing her in a lot of stuff recently. She's awesome. She's
Yeah.
cool.
Walton Goggins, of course.
Dude, he's just on a tear.
He took a break though. He did it perfectly. He didn't do the whole
Pedro Pascal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he's supposed to be in Weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I know the whole alternative cast.
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't know
yeah.
why they canned it, but I'm sure we can talk about that later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just saw. I was like, no fucking way. Which I think he's a better actor.
Walton Goggins?
No. Well, I guess we'll say that later.
Yeah.
The Pedro talk, but
Yeah.
Walton Goggins. He was like, well, like in the beginning of the year, it seemed like he was like in everything, and then he just chilled out, and then he's coming back in December.
Yeah. No, I think he's playing it perfect. Pedro just fatigue. If he would have shown up in Weapons, I would have been. I think it would have brought it down for me in terms of like effect. But it's not because I don't like Pedro Pascal. It's just like
it's just
like,
so much. It's like, goddamn.
like 6 movies in the last 6 months, bro. It's just like, dude.
I mean, I can't hate him, and you gotta think money wise. I mean, I bet he's
he's
fucking,
raking it in.
Oh
He's
man,
raking it in.
yeah, he's set for life now. I would assume.
Yeah, he's chilling.
But yes, I'm with you. And I don't think Walton Goggins was like in any movies, right? Nothing
He's
big.
just been
TV shows.
Just raking in TV. Yeah.
But I guess that can kind of get a little fatigue if he's in a bunch of TV shows that you like because you're seeing him like every week nonstop.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, more
Pedro. You're just seeing him in
persistent,
a movie, you know.
Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, but no, I love Walton Goggins. I'm like,
For sure.
I'm really excited for this. I finally went and finished season 1. It took me so long, and it's crazy because I know we talked about this, but I'm a huge Fallout fan, and I just like the first season came out at a time where I was like so busy with like life stuff that I just up there. Yep. No, but I finally got around to finishing the first season.
They did it perfectly.
So good.
That's how you do a game adaptation. You don't really follow the story. You kind of just do your own thing.
Yeah, dude. I think games are way more, or they're just better explored in TV. Like I feel like a lot of game adaptation haven't had to try to go to TV.
Last
Like they've
of
been
Us.
trying to do movies. Yeah. Last
But they
of Us.
followed the story, and when you do that, it can if you fuck
bite
up,
you.
it can be bad,
They
right?
bite you a little bit. Yeah.
But Fallout did the whole different, like a spinoff of the game almost.
Yeah. Exactly. You just explore the world more. Yeah. And more like you can just tee up fan service way better in the TV shows. I
And
feel
it
like.
was well done. I mean, the
Yeah,
cast was great.
Yeah, exactly.
It was interesting for people who don't even know the game. Like everyone likes it. It's a big hit.
Exactly. You I don't know if you knew this, but Jonathan Nolan is the guy who kind of executive produces the whole show, showrunner. But you know who Jonathan Nolan is related to, right?
Who?
Christopher Nolan.
Yes, I did. And you know what? Speaking of that, I just watched Memento for the first time recently,
Really?
and his brother,
Finally.
and he did the
Yeah, Jonathan Nolan writes all of his scripts with him most of the time.
I think Christopher Nolan did the screenplay, but it was based off his book, a little short story.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sick. So this is gonna this is gonna be a great season.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they hit again, because it left off in a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was invested. I was seated.
Yeah, definitely seated.
I was seated every episode.
Definitely.
Those are short seasons, right?
I think it was 10 episodes.
Was it 10?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
while.
okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was like 6 or 8,
Yeah.
but nice.
Yeah. But gosh, I guess we can move on from movie news and do trailers. I guess we can start off with the biggest one of the week.
Since we're on an A24 kick.
Oh, Marty Supreme, baby. Come on.
Now, I will say, I think you're a little higher.
Let us live forever.
And I
Come
think
on.
that's going to get us copyrighted. No.
Yeah, don't do that.
No. I think that is the reason why the trailer I didn't like it as much. I
didn't
hate
like the
that. I
trailer?
hate that song.
Really?
I think
Why?
it's such a corny.
It's a great song.
Always hated that song. I hated the Jay-Z version. I hated, and then seeing it on that trailer, I'm like, oh, they're going for like that mainstream biopic-y thing. But with that being said, I still think this is going to be a great movie, and I'm super excited.
Oh, dude, I'm the juices are flowing right now. I saw it, this trailer, like, and I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare it, and I don't want to be shitty about it. Between Josh and Vinny Safdie's movies coming out, I think I was like, I don't know, like
Just to
Smashing
say.
Machine, Marty Supreme, which one? I've just seen this trailer. I have a feeling Marty Supreme's just gonna cook so hard. Nah, but Josh Safdie's cooking. I don't know. The cast is awesome. The story just looks so unique, interesting. I just like there's no ping pong movies. I mean, Balls of Fury a long time ago, but that's a terrible movie.
I think the reason I didn't like the trailer so much is like because we knew nothing about this movie other than like it's kind of like it's a ping pong movie based on a guy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more like darker.
What? No.
Well,
I didn't get that vibe at
Well,
all.
just the era it's in, and like this guy trying to like make it kind of like a scrummy guy trying to make it in a career that's not really there. I thought it was going to be, and it was A24.
Bro,
and it was one of the Safdie
I don't know
bros.
why you were thinking that.
I was thinking more of not like, what I mean, dark for a biopic.
No.
I didn't think it was
I
going
thought it was going to be like fun, wild, globetrotting, cool.
Yeah, I didn't have that, and you were right because
Yeah.
off the trailer, that's exactly what
That's
it
exactly
is,
what it is,
and
yeah.
it kind of brought me out of it a little. But I'm still excited. I guess it's because I had a different mindset. Obviously, I'm going to be seated.
Yeah. Dude, the cast is crazy. I actually had no clue Kevin O'Leary was in this movie. I think that's so funny.
And for that reason, I'm out.
And
No.
for that reason, I'm not. Yeah,
No.
dude, no, but like,
No, that's cool. I think
it seems like perfect casting. He's playing like some like scummy lawyer controller or something. Like,
yeah, like
I'm like, dude, he hits that. He just looks evil.
he's like, just play yourself, just cook.
Yeah, just cook. Yeah,
I wonder if it's kind of like a Full Metal Jacket part where they just brought him on to like, hey, just go over these like. Teach this guy how to be like a billionaire asshole type of guy. He just cooked so hard. They're like, hey, we just want you to do it.
Just stay. Just stick
Yeah.
around. Yeah, dude. And then Tyler, the Creator, who I'm a huge fan
Which
of.
I thought was hilarious. They just used his real name. They didn't put Tyler the Creator. Typically when there's like a big like a rapper, like a musician, they'll kind of go by like their stage name or whatever.
Yeah.
They just used like his. I don't even know what his last name
Tyler
is.
Okonmo.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I know, it's funny. But no, I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow is playing some movie star or something. I don't know. It looks crazy, but it just looks epic. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it might just be a product of the trailer, and maybe might not feel like it like whenever you see the movie, but it feels huge. Like, it feels like a big deal.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and they did such a good job on the trailer, in my opinion. And I don't know, dude. This could be Timmy's year.
Oh, they're
This could be-
100% going for all
they're
that.
Definitely going for it.
They're going for best director, best picture.
Yeah, this might end up being a huge movie.
Especially the time it's coming out. I mean, Christmas. Come on, they're going
Yeah.
they're going all out. I'm just afraid of box office wise with it competing against Avatar.
No, I mean nobody expects this box office to be crazy, but if this can make its budget back, this will be guaranteed some Oscars.
I guess just like as someone who wants like a movie like this to do good, it just like for me, I'm like, damn, it's gonna get swallowed.
No, it won't get swallowed. I promise you, the Oscars will always be there, bro.
No. I'm just saying box office.
Oh, you're
wise.
thinking box office. Okay.
Yeah, just box office wise. I just like to see a movie like this get like the recognition it deserves. Or people need to see it, you know.
Yeah.
But Oscar wise, oh yeah, it's gonna get all of that.
Yeah.
For sure, especially Timothée Chalamet.
Dude.
I just don't think he's. I don't know. I don't think this. Again, you know, he might win it, but I think like there's going to be better guys than him this year.
Yeah, that's the sad part for him is like he's been so good in every role he's been in. And he's the consistency king. But it's like every year he's been nominated. Well, I mean, he's only been nominated, I think, twice, 3 times.
I mean, that's a lot for how young he is in his career.
Yeah. But like, there's just always somebody just a tad better.
I just feel like you can just see Timothée Chalamet in it. Like, you know what I mean? More than the character. I don't know. I think that's holding him back.
I don't know if that's true.
But he's young though.
He's so different in every role, actually, to me.
Yeah, I think it's just his voice just stands out to me.
Yeah.
Like his accent. I don't know. But and if we're I'm critiquing him at a super high level, you know.
Yeah.
So, but he's a phenomenal actor. I just think he'll get better as the years go on. I mean, he's so young.
Yeah, he's so young.
Yeah.
Dude, but I just love him. I know we've talked about this a ton, but I just love him because of the whole
He's your
like
guy.
he's like, I want to be the Jordan of acting, bro.
Yeah.
I want to be the GOAT. He's just like, I like love that like
I love
that perspective.
See, and I think
Sick.
that might have rubbed the voters the wrong way. Like this little punk gonna come in here and
thinks he's better than all of us.
yeah, try to pull this young kid shit on us.
Yeah. Young gun.
Yeah.
Young gun.
But I mean, shit, dude. If you're undeniable, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Dude, I don't. And I mean, there's a single, not shot, but little sequence that they show of like the actual ping pong playing, like in the movie. Looks so well done.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
Like he's just been practicing ping pong. I wouldn't want to play him in a ping pong game.
Not a lot of cuts. Like it's all in frame. Like it's probably like special effects, but it just looks so fluid. I think that's going to be huge for this movie if they can like nail that.
Do you think they'll have like some hardcore ping pong scenes? Do you think they'll use do you think they'll use like a double, or do you think they'll actually use him?
No, they'll definitely try to use him. I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Yeah, they'll probably just go for like adding like VFX.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And knowing Timothée Chalamet, he definitely like trained heavy on ping pong. That's just the type of guy he is. He definitely was like working hard.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess we can move on. It was just an accident trailer. We watched this from Neon right before we started shooting, and I think it looks really good. I mean, we heard about this from. I mean, I don't know if you did. I heard a lot about this movie coming out of Cannes, and it won the Palme d'Or. So, seen it. It had a different title, I'm pretty sure, for a while, but I think they just gave it an English title, and like Neon's like pushing for it to be like, kind of one of their big Oscar contenders, maybe for international film.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, definitely. And dude, it looks crazy. Like a very moralistically complex revenge thriller. Like, I don't know. Looks really crazy. It looks really, really dark. Really, like it almost seems, I don't know too much about the plot, but it seems like maybe some dude did something to his kid and he's like trying to get revenge, and this guy's like, I got a family, and
yeah, something
so
like
it's
someone's
like
kidnapped.
Yeah, how do you balance, kind of that need for revenge and also the not empathy but the mercy of like doing something so evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of like revenge thrillers. I think that's like a little subcategory of films that I think are really interesting. You can do a lot of good stuff. Like
I bet it's between that and sentimental value for foreign film.
Yeah, definitely. Sentimental Value,
which are both Neon, huh?
Yeah, both Neon. But Sentimental Value has more English. It's like split between English and I can't remember what other language it is. But this one, Sentimental Value have more of a chance in the regular category. But I think this will be a huge contender for international feature.
For sure.
Yeah.
I could see it. I would. That'd be like on my from what I've heard, it would probably be in the lead for winning the foreign.
Yeah, I mean, especially winning the Palme d'Or. I mean, that's like one of the highest prizes you can get as a filmmaker. So, yeah, pretty huge. I'm I'm excited for this one. I mean, if anybody's interested, watch the trailer. It looks really, I don't know, just kind of rubbed me in a weird way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it kind of like got me like, oh, this looks like really fucked up kind of.
Mm-hmm. Like there's going to be like a couple scenes in there where you're like, oh,
you're like,
shit.
what is he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but Neon's cooking, man. Neon's, Neon obviously won Best Picture last year with Nora.
Yeah.
So they're like keeping full steam ahead.
They're cooking in the Oscars.
They definitely are cooking. Yeah, but we got a lot of like kind of weirdly small trailers other than these two that came out this week, but not really anything we're super passionate about talking about on the pod.
Nah, I mean, you got the Cillian Murphy one.
The Cillian Murphy movie.
Netflix.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like a coming of age, like maybe he's an addict, like trying to teach the kids, teach the youth.
Yeah, like he's just going back to his roots to teach somewhere maybe where he grew up at. How do I teach these kids?
How do I teach these kids? But it looks a little bit darker than that.
Yeah, it's like that British.
But then we also got a Swipe trailer, which origin story of Tinder, which you were saying like just looks like every other basic looking tech,
like the Uber one. I forgot.
Tech biography.
Yeah.
Autobiography. Yeah.
It kind of looks like that, like the super, like everyone's amped up and like, yeah, let's go to work. Come on, beanbags in the the office.
Like, our company is.
We're tech bros.
Yeah, but then it's like, is our platform being used for evil? How do we save it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that. But I don't know. Those are the.
I like them though.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have a place, but it was just an accident. And Marty Supreme were the two trailers we were like really focused on this week, but I don't know. I guess we can move into
some reviews.
Yeah, I mean I just want to preface. I want to put you on.
Yeah.
But
brother, I'm gonna be on.
Yeah, you'll be on. You'll be on. Alien Earth premiered this week on Hulu and FX production. Watched the first episode. 2 episodes dropped. I watched the first episode 2 nights ago when it came out. I'm planning on getting around to that second episode. First episode really impressed me. Really cool stuff.
I saw it was trending. Seemed like when I was reading all the comments, seemed like everyone was pretty hyped on it.
Yeah, dude, the special effects for an FX show, super high budget. Looks
very
fantastic.
Practical looking. Some scenes.
Yeah,
like what I saw.
It's obvious CGI and space stuff.
For sure.
But like very good CGI.
Like what I saw from the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But no, they're embracing practical effects a lot. The alien itself is practical, so I think that's amazing. Going back to how it was in the 70s.
I saw a joke.
OG.
I saw a joke. So, and you'll be able to like understand it better. Like the cast, are they kind of like, what age are they supposed to be?
Yes. Yeah. So they tee this up, like kind of explain all this, but Earth now is controlled by 5 major companies, and it's like the producers of synths, robots, like androids, and they're all like slightly different, but these are new beings that they've created called synthetics, and all the main cast or like characters that are introduced are like terminally ill children whose minds are transferred into the body of these synthetics, and so the main cast is like adults, but they're actually kids in adult bodies.
So the joke I saw showed a picture of them all, and it said somehow they look younger than all the Stranger Things kids.
Even though they're supposed to be the adult.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just like where they're at now from when Stranger Things first started, like how they all like grown up and they're all older now.
Definitely. No, dude, that's funny. No, dude, but it was really good, man. The way they set up kind of this world, I mean, we've never, for how much alien content we've gotten over the last 40 years or so, 40, 50 years, this is the first time we'll see aliens on Earth, like taking place on Earth, like kind of seeing what happens with that. I don't know if you know who Noah Hawley is, but he's the guy who created the show.
Okay.
But he created FX's Fargo.
Oh, really?
Such a good series. Have you watched any of it?
No, but it's like
Dude,
critically acclaimed.
You need to. Season 1 and 2 are gold.
Mm-hmm.
So good. And gosh, what is it? Legion is one of my favorite shows.
I've heard of that one too.
Yeah, Legion's, I mean, it's Marvel IP, but dude, it's one of the most weird, artistic, awesome shows you'll ever see. Such a good series. It's only 3 seasons too, so it's an easy watch.
So this is a good guy to.
Yeah, Noah Hawley's like king of FX, dude. So I'm so happy to see that he's behind this show, and that's what was getting me hyped about it for months. And seeing it come out and it be good, and it seems like all the reviews are good. I'm really hyped for him.
Yeah, hopefully it keeps up the hype.
Yeah, but you could totally see get the vibe that they're trying to honor a lot of what Ridley Scott has done with the series and the filming techniques they use on the ship, on a couple of the ship scenes in this first episode are dude, ripped straight out of that original film.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Really cool.
Sticking to the blueprint.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out, and we'll get some reviews going on this weekekly.
Yeah.
If we're both passionate about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming we will.
Yeah. yeah. Same. Yeah, but I guess we can get into our biggest review for the week. Zach Cregger's Weapons.
Non-spoiler section right here. And then following, we'll do a spoiler.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, director Barbarian, everybody was saying this was one of the best movies of the year, maybe best horror movie of the year, which is hard because we're really huge on Bring Her Back. Because I think still for both of us, that's movie of the year for us.
Definitely for me. Horror-wise.
Yeah, which is crazy because this has dethroned it for me, and I think this is my favorite movie of the year so far.
Ooh, that's big.
Dude, I know.
Over the monkey?
I don't. Yeah, over the monkey. No, dude, I don't want to say recency bias because I don't think that's it. I genuinely think Zach Cregger made one of the best horror movies in the last I think in the last decade of horror movies. I think this is within the top 10 of those.
Top 10, that's fair.
Yeah, I love this movie. I think, the premise is so well done. He tells the story in chapters, which I don't know if that'll work for everybody, but I think it really worked for me. The structure of this story and all of the elements of it are so iconic, well done. He captures this kind of creepy eeriness and constructs a mystery that's very reminiscent of something like Prisoners or, this whole movie's got a huge question mark on it. And I love that because he takes you through it in this very unexpected, non-linear storytelling. And you get to slowly unravel the story as all the characters kind of intersect.
I thought Julia Gardner killed it. Every scene that she was in, I feel like she was the best in it. She did the best.
Yeah, she was so good.
Who is the cop?
Alden Ehrenreich.
He did great too. I think he nailed.
He was hilarious.
Well, yeah. I think he nailed that. That cynical, just burnt out on life from a cop's perspective.
Yeah.
You're just constantly going to work, seeing the worst shit, dealing with the worst stuff. His family. I won't get into spoilers, but his family life. It's not going great. And he just has to go to work. He gets spit on, just a typical cop type life,
Yeah.
And then his family life isn't going good on top of it. So he just he nailed that that. Just not, I wouldn't say disgruntled, but just burnt out type of cop. And I think he nailed that so good. And
dude, yeah, I think the whole cast was great. I mean, Josh Brolin as kind of like that worried dad, trying to find his son. He plays that desperation so well. And then you have somebody like Austin Abrams, who's killed it, man. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff over the last few years, but he
plays the junkie.
He stole this movie in terms of performance for me. He was the best. He was my favorite section, chapter.
That was my favorite.
And for anybody that doesn't know this already, and I was actually surprised by it. Zach Cregger tells this movie in chapters. Mm-hmm. So in each chapter is kind of leading to the same point. But it's from a different perspective of a different character. And
I love that type of directing, that storytelling.
Yeah, right.
I really like that.
Very reminiscent of movies like Pulp Fiction, Magnolia, stuff like that. Yeah, which are movies we love.
Yep, and I'm a sucker for that.
And he's directly compared this in interviews to those movies, so it's cool to see that he was inspired by that. Mm-hmm. But you saw Barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I put you on a while back.
You didn't put me onto that.
Yeah, I think I was telling you to watch that earlier on the pod.
No, I watched it before the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, but he kind of does the same thing, right? So
God
he
damn
does
it.
he does the yeah. You don't give me all the yeah. No, but Zach Cregger, kind of the same way he plays with formatting a story in Barbarian, does the same thing here, and I think it's more effective here because it's like in Barbarian it's more like he's kind of getting away with fake outs, like he's like taking the story a completely different direction, but here he's using it more as a story element to kind of help you understand the mystery and put the pieces together by giving you one piece at a time, which I think that just like that works really well and keeps you so engaged. And I think like this movie never gets boring
No.
because it's so like you flip just as a story might be pushing a little too far to like, okay, where are we going with this? He cuts away and goes to a new perspective. And it's just so entertaining, and he constructs such a well-made movie.
My critique on that is, although I do like that, and you made a good point about how like it gets to a certain point and then it goes to another person.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted more out of like the characters, like
Each little story.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
from Julia Gardner's.
That's fair.
perspective.
No, and that's something like I think this movie's perfect length but
Yeah.
but it could have maybe
Dove more into the characters.
yeah, because it does leave a little to be desired from Julia Garner and Josh
yeah.
Brolin's characters specifically.
Very much.
Because all the other perspectives are like they're not really meant to be.
Like the junkies guy.
Yeah, the junkie
You
guy and
get-
the
yeah.
cop. It's like, yeah, it's all good, whatever. But Josh Brolin and Julia Garner are so good and such great actors, and like they really do get to chew on the scene, chew on the scenery and everything. Because Josh Brolin's playing this devastated, desperate father, and Julia Garner's kind of playing the alcoholic, honestly like unlikable woman. Genuinely, like I found her character to be kind of very
Really?
unlikable, but
I
also
sympathize.
sad.
I sympathize with her.
Yeah, you
I-
sympathize. You sympathize with her, but like she's not a great person.
See, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, maybe, but she's
I-
complex.
she's complex for sure.
Yeah.
I took a different perspective from it, or not
Okay,
perspective,
yeah,
but I didn't have anything. I didn't think she was a bad person. I think
Yeah.
she's put in a bad situation, and I feel like anyone would kind of.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. But I guess like acting and directing aside, like this movie is just so interesting, and it's like, you have the kids running like Naruto style, not really figuring it out, like what's actually going on until like late in the movie, but that mystery is so engaging, and the imagery is iconic, and the horror and and that's something we haven't talked about is the way Zach Cregger balances horror and comedy for me is perfect. Because I think I've seen some people talking about how like, oh, this movie's way more of like a comedy than a horror. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't see that because I think it's perfect how it's done. And I think the comedy really works because the comedy kind of disengages you, or not disengages, but like the comedy kind of disarms you, like in the middle of these like really tense horror scenes that he's creating. And so it's almost like the horror hits even harder because you're disarmed.
Yeah, see, me, I didn't like the jump scares. I feel like the jump scares weren't good.
They kind of got me. One of them really got me.
Yeah, it just seemed
didn't work
like
for you?
No, not at all. None of them. There was one, and it wasn't. I know we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
That kind of like made me like, I was like, oh, But like other than that, it was just like a regular, and because I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Like you can tell when the jump scare is coming in a movie, and it wasn't unpredictable. Like it didn't throw me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the jump scares didn't work for me. And I kind of feel like we're where we're at with modern like horror movies. Everyone's kind of doing that formula of like the comedy horror. And
Yeah.
And I don't. It just seems like a lot of movies are doing that.
But
now.
I'll say like Zach Cregger feels like the goat of that. Like he's doing it perfectly in my opinion. Like I don't know, just that balance worked for me.
Yeah.
Really well.
The cinematography was great. Like the angles they did on the
This movie looks fantastic.
Yeah, I almost feel like like when there was like, let's say, high action scenes, like it seemed like I was watching like a badass like thriller, like camera moving perfectly.
Yeah.
All they nailed that perfectly. And
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's scenes of like, I don't know, is just like following, like, we haven't even talked about the kid actor. He was so good. Like his little section, like the last kind of bookends the movie, or not bookends the movie, but he's like the last perspective that you see. But he, you know, there's shots of like following upstairs, and then you cut because it's like you want to see what's around the corner, but then it cuts to like the front of like the kid. And so it's like you're kind of like still like, oh my God, like what's going to be like behind this door? And like he just builds tension so well with like the camera work. And it's, you know, he does it really well with Barbarian, where it's like, you know, Barbarian's like obviously going deeper and deeper into this like
Cave.
into this horror house.
Yeah.
But here it's like, it's all more like out in the open, or like not like that. But the camera work builds up that tension. It's like, what am I leading myself into? Because everything's so unexpected that's in the movie. So it's like you have no clue what's waiting around the corner. Like what's going to happen? What's in this?
I think my favorite part about the camera part is like just the cop and the junkies interactions. Both of theirs, like the kind of like this chasing stuff, you know?
Oh yeah. The scene. Oh yeah. Cause,
well, I don't want to get into spoilers, but that would be my favorite example of that, how they use the cameras, and it just seemed like, I just remember being like, oh man, what's, you know, is it going to get him? Just try not to get into spoilers, you know, I don't want to.
Yeah, definitely save that.
But okay, so just to summarize, I felt like at the overall, it was like a kind of cliche-ish, the way, like just your typical horror movie, the way it kind of wraps up. But it is very unique at the same time. As unique as it was, it did seem a little like...
Really? You found it cliche?
Overall, the ending. The third act, yes. Just the build up and the...
Really? I think
we'll get into that in spoilers.
I think this movie's...
It's a unique story.
I think this movie's so original, and... You know, we haven't even brought this up, but this is one of the biggest original film openings in the last decade, which is huge for this movie. I'm so happy. But no, obviously, you know, avoiding spoilers, but the ending of this movie, I think it's completely unexpected, and I wasn't expecting that at all. And I think it's just very original.
I'll get into it.
It's as original as a horror movie's been in a long time. And
overall, yes. I just meant, we'll get into that in spoilers, but it's original, but like it just kind of seems like a blueprint we've seen many times.
Dude, I don't know. I'd argue against that. I don't think that's true. I don't know. I think it's... Yeah, I disagree with that. But
that's fair.
Yeah, but we can get into spoilers. I think, well, we can both rate it real fast, and then we'll get into spoilers.
I give it a solid 8, which is pretty high. I don't think it's like, to me, it wasn't like a masterpiece, but I do respect the originality overall. The acting was great. Like we said about the cameras and how they utilize the camera shots and all that.
Yeah.
So overall, a solid 8 for me. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I think because it's like my movie of the year right now, and it just is kind of above everything I've seen this year, and in terms of kind of experience, like how fun of an experience it was with how actually well made it was. I think I'd have to give it a 9. Ooh. I loved it. I mean, probably more 8.5 to 9. Like I probably want to go 9, 9.5, but I would go 8.5 to 9.
Okay.
Sitting at the 9.
I feel solid with just an 8.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, we can get into spoilers.
Spoiler section. Now we can really dive into it.
Yeah, if you want to avoid spoilers, you can, skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's so much. I don't know.
You want me to break into what I was talking about with what I meant, like unoriginal kind of?
Sure. Yeah, we can start off with that. Why do you think that? So,
the build up, the third act, when they finally, they're in the house, right? And, Julia Gardner's character has to like kill her boyfriend. It just seems like just like a horror movie, like where it's going bad, and then all of a sudden you win, you kill them. The kids get zapped into they're under their control now, and they're chasing him. The witch lady, that is original as far as like kids tearing her apart and doing all that. But as far as like just how they tied it together, like almost like a happy ending. It just seemed like I've seen this before in all other horror movies, like where the heroes win last second.
I
It was all.
I don't agree with that at all.
They
dude.
did it very.
I don't agree with that. Like, it's a cliche to have like people win in the end. Like what do you mean?
I think you're harping on. I think you're taking it like as a super negative, saying the word cliche. It just seemed like I knew they were gonna like. It just wasn't.
You knew they were gonna win. I didn't think.
I didn't
think that at all.
But they did. So like,
well, yeah, of course they win. But yeah, that's the story. Yes, but like I don't think that was a cliche.
it just reminds me of just like any basic horror movie, like where you kind of just like all this bad shit's happening right here, like, oh my god, here it is, and the cops like under control or under that witchcraft spell shit, and then he's like trying to kill her, and then she just stops him, and it has to be the guy she likes, and Josh Brolin gets the daughter, and
yeah, but nothing that happens in this movie, especially in the third act, is like what you expect to happen. Yeah, you either win or you lose. The characters either win or lose. So if they lose, then if your argument is like if they win, it's a cliche, but if they lose, it's a cliche too.
No, it's how they did it. It just seemed like it just like took all the tropes of like, oh, he's about to get her, he's choking her, and then boom, she wins, and then he finally finds his kid right at the end, and then the spell is lifted.
I don't know. I think it's much more well done than that. So I disagree with that.
I'm not saying it's bad.
I know. I'm just saying I
tropey.
just don't agree it's tropey.
Really?
I disagree with you.
Okay. We can agree to disagree. I think it was tropey.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, other than that, we can
Do you think it's a masterpiece, this movie?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I got to think about that a lot more. But I wouldn't say masterpiece now.
Okay.
No, but I do believe it's like one of the best horror movies we've gotten in the last decade. I think there's so much to unpack in this movie, but in a good way. Like there's a lot to unpack, but the movie isn't that worried about leaving you with something to think about. It's like it wants you to think about it, but it doesn't care about the answers.
They kind of do that.
And it's kind of, but most of it's explainable. That's the thing. It's like a lot of it's explainable, and there's not that much to unpack from it. And I appreciate that. Like, it is simplistic, but there are little things that happen that you do question, like, oh, like, what does that mean? What does this do? Like, especially with like the AK scene in the dream sequence that Josh Brolin goes through about, halfway through the movie. It's like, what does that mean? It's like, they don't explain it, but they also don't care. They don't really care to. It's a dream. So it's like, you don't have to explain it.
I think it has something to do, from what I was thinking from, like weapons, like analogy for weapons somehow.
Ooh, I mean, obviously, yeah.
Well, like they're trying to say like, these kids are used as weapons, I guess. And,
yes,
or just,
yeah.
And then it was like, it's kind of telling them like, hey, there's weapons in here. And it just showed like, that's a perfect example of a weapon.
Yeah.
That's what I took from it.
Yeah. I mean, and that definitely could well be it. Like, I don't know. I just think like there's, I don't know. I just think it's thematically complex, but also very simplistic. It's like Zach Cregger made a pretty straightforward movie, and I appreciate that. But it's also like just a step further than just being dumb, like comedic, whatever, schlocky or whatever. But it's just a great movie. Yeah,
and I guess my qualms with it would be like this is just I like the unsettling type of horror vibe, and the silliness was just a little too much where it kind of.
But I think, I don't know, I disagree with that too, because I think even when it gets super eerie and like unsettling, which I think it does get quite often, it's like the comedy works to like kind of like take you out of that for a second, only to make it like drive it home with like, the jump scare or like something that's like unsettling to see.
Yeah, see, it didn't do that for me. It never got.
You just thought it was goofy?
No, just a little silly, but like.
It's the same. That's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I guess goofy just sounds to me more negative. Silly sounds like it's all right,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like I didn't like the witch character. I feel like she should have been way more spookier. I don't know.
Really?
Seemed too much like a drunk aunt, you know.
Well, I think that was the point. I mean, that's like kind of like that's how she goes unnoticed. For
That
so
that
long.
might be the point. I just didn't like it
Okay.
as much. I wasn't high. I didn't hate it, but I was just like, okay, that's what this movie is.
Yeah. So this movie, I mean, obviously, you end up finding out that the person manipulating all these kids and like why the kids disappeared is because, so the latter half of the movie, you introduce the kid, the only kid who survived from, or not survived, but the only kid that was present in class the next day when all the kids disappeared. So it turns out that his aunt came to stay with his family and she ends up being a witch and it like has this like weird ritual where she can control people and she controlled all the kids
With,
and
like, the
brought
hair.
them, yeah, with the hair or like DNA or like whatever. And brought them all to like their house, which is like the central piece of the movie that all the characters kind of interact at. So it's the witch thing was very unexpected, but I did kind of like it because I was thinking it was going to be some like maybe like government experiment or like something kind of wild.
really?
Yeah, I didn't even know what to expect it like that the answer to the mystery to be, but I think, and I'm gonna jump to the end, like the very end of this movie, but I think how Zach Cregger plays it, and with the different perspectives and their interactions with this one central character, who is the witch, seeing her like manipulate all of them and turn them, like obviously Benedict Wong's character, which we didn't even talk about his perspective.
Yeah, I know.
The principal of the school.
He had the best body horsing.
Yeah, he did with the eyes, dude. Oh, the VFX or the makeup with the eyes looks so cool.
Honestly, probably one of the only actual like, other than like the witch getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
Probably
So
the only-
that's where I was leading. But I think Zach Cregger with that character earns that character being the central piece of the narrative by how he ends it with her getting like ripped apart. And it's kind of that whole scene is like the big piece.
I thought that was great.
The piece, like best part of the movie is like her getting chased through all the houses with the kids blowing through all the buildings. It's like so hilarious, but also like terrifying at the same time. Cause like all these, like getting chased by all these kids and then they fucking rip her apart.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Man, I just wasn't terrified. Well, because I wanted her to die, so I wasn't.
yeah,
I didn't feel
obviously.
like but so then I don't know. I guess terrifying would be like if I sympathized with her, but I had zero sympathy for this.
Yeah, but
character.
her getting ripped apart, it's like disgustingly terrifying, but you're also like, fuck yeah, like let's go. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I thought that
Like
was.
you
cool.
want that to happen.
I thought it looked visually,
But it's gory and it's like they show you just enough for it to
Yeah,
not be.
it looked practical. Honestly,
No,
like, yeah,
it probably was. Yeah.
But it looked good. Like
Yeah.
it didn't look shitty.
Yeah, it looked great.
They nailed it. That scene.
Yeah, dude. I just think like her getting ripped apart and her being like the main person in the story, like I think that last perspective of the kid builds her up to be worth the while. Cause she's so creepy and unsettling and you have that last sequence of her getting ripped apart. It's like it's so fucked up. So it's like her character is like so well done. That's what I was trying to say. Maybe if that wasn't clear, but her character is so well done in the last part of the movie that I think like it earns her being like the manipulator of everything we saw before and like didn't know it was her. So I like ended up loving her character.
Yeah, I just didn't like how goofy she was. There you go, goofy.
Yeah.
That's a personal thing. It was fine. Yeah,
I never found her character. I mean, her character was like creepy as fuck.
Really?
With the makeup and the like her face, like
Yeah, see, I
her
took it
voice
silly.
is doing like.
yeah. I don't know. It just didn't hit for me on that part, the eerie part.
Okay.
It just reminded me of just like a.
I don't know how you can be. I don't know how you can be so high on it at an 8 if you fucking hate it.
Because I thought overall it was great. It's a unique story. That, like I said, the acting.
You're saying you like hate the cornerstone of this movie.
I didn't say I did say I hated it. I just didn't. It wasn't like enough
for
for me.
you?
I wasn't like in love with it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was like cool with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hate's a strong word. See, I think you're harping too much on if I don't like love it, you're like
No, but
You're
I'm
like,
just
how
saying
could you not
all
love
the
it?
words you're using are like super negative.
silly.
Silly, goofy,
What-
didn't work for me, didn't like that, didn't want
Yeah.
this.
It wasn't perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just think all these elements you're talking about are like what makes
Why-
the movie
why
the
you
movie.
loved it?
No, everything you're saying is like what makes the movie the movie.
I was engaged the whole time. I liked every story. It's just like I said, the final act, the final thing was what made me not like love it.
Yeah.
If it would have ended like differently for me, yeah, I probably would have been a 9.
Okay.
But I wasn't like, and I didn't. It wasn't enough for me to like
you weren't blown away.
that. Yeah, I wasn't blown away. I thought it was good. That's the direction he wanted to do it, and he did a good job doing it.
Yeah.
But for me, as my personal preference, I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
See, I guess the comedy horror. Maybe I'm just not like a big fan of that type of genre as others are.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
But I can still recognize it's a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, but I guess we can talk about like our favorite scenes and like what we loved about it.
And there's
Because I want to hear you say more positive things about it. If you're,
I said a lot of positive things. I said more positive than negative.
I
The
don't think
only
that's- I don't
negative
think
I have
that's
was
true at all.
the only negative I have is the ending in The Witch.
All right,
That's
not
it.
true.
90% of it, I say I love the acting, the camera shots.
All right.
No, I will say I want to put this out. I thought Josh Brolin's character was probably the weakest for me acting wise.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I think everyone did so great that you have to pick one. That's
Well, I think his story is the least overall interesting, like his
For
perspective of
sure.
it. But I thought like his acting was fantastic.
he just kind of came off like too like, where's my kid? I don't know. I just
Really?
felt like that's when I was like, damn, I think Pedro would have done way better, but the fatigue would.
I think the character would have completely changed if you had Pedro Pascal.
and I thought it. Honestly, hey, kill me for this, but I think that Pedro would have done a better job at that. But the fatigue thing would have been, honestly, it probably wouldn't have worked. Just
No,
from
not
I've
at
seen
all.
every single movie he's been in this year.
Not at all.
But I personally think Pedro would have probably, for me personally, I think he would have done a better.
Yeah. I loved all the stories. Dude, we just gotta.
The cameo was cool. The
What?
cameo with Justin Long.
Justin Long being a cameo in this movie was so funny.
You got it. I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
gotta-
he was one of the main. He was the main character or one of the main characters
Yeah.
in Barbarian. So,
So
seeing
I
him
thought that
pop
was
up
cool that he
was
brought him
cool.
back.
Yeah, definitely.
Because fans of Barbarian would see him and be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I think my favorite storyline was, dude, definitely the junkie. I think I said that earlier, but the junkie was so funny. I just love like, this is where his comedy works so well for me in this movie, because it's he's just like scrambling the whole time and like avoiding all these horrific, terrifying things that that we've seen like in all the other perspective, or Julia Garner and Josh Brolin's perspectives particularly. Like it's more horror, scary, like setting all this stuff up. But then Alden Ehrenreich's character and Austin Abrams' character are like very oblivious to everything and just like going about their day, but their lives are so shitty and hilarious that like you just love like watching them get into all this hijinks that they're getting in. And Austin Abrams specifically, like when he goes into the house and he's like, just like the parents are sitting there like creepily, and he's just like, Willow, let's fucking go.
Well, he nails that
so
junkie
funny.
character perfectly, because at the end of the
Perfect
day,
junkie.
they don't give a fuck. They're just like, they just want to get high. Like
Yeah.
it to the point where you can see all this weird
Yeah.
demonic or witch shit going on, and you're just like, fuck it, I gotta get drugs,
I just gotta steal this shit and I can go.
And then he finds out there's a reward and all that.
Yeah, he's like,
I will
Yeah.
say one of his scenes was for me one of the most eeriest I got throughout the movie is when he's in the woods and she's like waving the witch.
yeah, that was creepy.
That was weird. That was like the type of unsettling like I like, because then he's like in the woods and he's
But it was also funny. But it's eerie. It's eerie and
I
funny at the
didn't-
same time.
yeah, everything about him
He's like,
was funny.
oh fuck.
Yeah, the way he
but he's
acts
good.
it.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
But it was that was like a perfect.
see, that's what I feel like the whole movie was that same type of vibe.
But I'm just saying, for me, like that was the
Yeah.
only scene that really got me like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then he stabs ends up being the cop
God,
that comes in the tent.
dude, the cop character just getting stabbed with the needles constantly is so funny to me.
See, like he punches him, which
And
is
he's
like,
like-
police brutality, but you kind of get it, right? You just got stabbed by a fucking junkie's heroin pin or needle. I'd been like, motherfucker.
Dude, I just think it's hilarious because it's like, he's like, oh, like, do you have AIDS? Like, do you have fucking AIDS? He's like, I don't know if I have
Yeah.
AIDS or not. Dude, it's so funny.
He's like, what is? I think he made like a joke. He's like, what is this? The 80s?
yeah, or something like that. Yeah, but Yeah, I don't know. Dude, Alden Ehrenreich's character was so good because it was like his dad or his stepdad being the police chief and him having to deal with that and him cheating on his fiance or whatever. And then the fiance like pouring the liquor all over all over Julia Garner's character. This is so good.
So I want to touch back on this because you mentioned like you think that Julia Garner's character is kind of like an unlikable person. I really want to hear your thoughts on that, on why you think that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just think like the character with how it's written is just very like she handles situations kind of poorly. Like she keeps making the wrong choices, and then she's also an alcoholic, and she's like, you can tell she's kind of like convincing like Alden Ehrenreich, who's you like know is like sober now, like trying to get him to drink, and like she's just kind of whiny at the bar, like woe is me, pitiful. It's like I think like she's meant to be kind of like not this amazing character, but you connect with her and sympathize with her because she's in such a terrible situation.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like, yeah. I mean, I guess she earns that to be the poor pitiful me. It's like, yeah, the whole fucking town thinks you killed all these kids.
Yeah, but you kind of learn that like she's like that in general, and she's always been a drunk, and she's always been whiny and like pitiful on herself. So you know, it kind of makes that character seem like, oh, like she's put in this situation, yeah, but she's like this kind of already, and so it's like just augments her personality traits, which are unlikable traits. But you like her because you're sympathizing with her and you want her to like solve the mystery.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what makes
because she's innocent. We know.
Yeah. Which makes it, I think, like a complex, well-written character. Even if you don't get as much screen time with her as like a normal character, like in a horror film.
I wish they really would have dove into her like why is she so fucked up?
Yeah, but I don't think you need to know that. Like I think you just need to like
You don't. I don't know. I just liked her character a lot. I felt like Julia was doing great with it, and I just wanted to dive into more.
Yeah.
The cop kind of fucked her, though, because he did say he was single.
Oh, no, he's a terrible dude. He's a terrible person.
Yeah. But I'm saying, that's another, like, he's just that
all of these characters are unlikable. That's the point. Yeah. And I think that's why you find the comedy in them going through all these horrific sequences.
Yeah. Josh Brolin, I mean, he kind of, I guess he does look like an asshole with the...
Yeah, I mean, he's an asshole.
But his kids fucking disappeared and he's stressing out about that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's doing things that are actively unlikable.
Yeah. I guess I just understand. I'm like, yeah, I guess if your kid's gone.
Yeah, you can understand him, but still find him unlikable.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't, like, understand what he's going through.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess I do what you're saying. They all kind of are unlikable, especially the junkie, which he was likable but unlikable because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's stealing people's car, like stealing shit.
Oh, dude, him on the phone, just like grabbing all the door handles.
Yeah,
so,
that was great. They
so
nailed
many good
that.
things with that.
You know,
we didn't even talk about one sequence that, and this goes back to like the really great cinematography, but the camera stays fixated on Julia Garner's character after she passes out drunk in the car, like staking out the house, and then you just see like the whatever character,
the mom of the kid.
Yeah, it was like walks by the car, but you don't see her face, and then you stay focused on her, and you hear the door open. And everybody's like, "Oh fuck!" Like, dude, that got my whole theater like going crazy. I think just overall great movie, and I'm high on it. I loved it. It's my movie of the year, like I keep saying. But I mean, that's all I've really got to say about it, I guess.
Yeah,
Is there anything else you feel you want to harp on?
Not really. Nah. Other than it just didn't feel really good movie for me.
Yeah,
but I think it'd be like maybe the fourth best film for me.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I guess I'll just say this though. With Zach Cregger, I think he's officially cemented himself as like one of the best horror. He's definitely over Oscar Perkins for me.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
until this new one comes out.
Two of my favorite horror movies of the last decade are Barbarian and this. So I'm all on Zach Cregger, and you know he's got a bunch of projects in the works. I mean, we talked I think 2 weeks ago about the Resident Evil adaptation that he's working on. I'm so hyped for that. And I think
I'm excited for that too.
Not officially confirmed, but highly rumored and partially confirmed. Austin Abrams is actually supposed to be the main character in this.
That picture you sent me, I thought it was like Timothy Chalamet's evil twins.
Yeah, right, yeah. So
Little
funny.
twirly mustache.
Yeah. No, dude. But then he's also working on a DC project called Henchman for like working or following like a Joker.
He'd
Like
be
a Joker
perfect for
henchman
that.
through Gotham City, like doing like I feel like these two projects are like perfect for him. So
Oh, for sure. I could see him crushing the henchman
Yes.
Joker. Like anyone else, I'd be like, I don't care. But like him,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, it'd just be so fucking funny.
yeah.
But he could also balance like the character probably doing like heinous shit, but also, it's also like so goofy, so
Mm-hmm.
funny. Yeah, so Zach Cregger's just he's up there for me now. I think I need another movie out of him, but
Yeah.
I put him up there